Yeah, you fist this wrong. So make that fist with your right hand, and then take your left hand and try move the wrist, and see how easy it is to move your wrist with the other hand. See how there's no stability?
Yeah.
So what I want you to do, instead of bringing this thumb over like this, right? Bringing this thumb
Yeah.
over like this, basically dismantles one of your muscles here. So what you
Yeah.
need to do is you need to take the side of the thumb here, right? The side
Mm-hmm.
right next to your nail, and you're gonna push
Mm-hmm.
that into this finger. So you push the four fingers together. So it's basically this, right? And if you push against
Yeah.
it, and now you try and touch your wrist and move it, you feel that it's slightly more stable.
Yeah. Yeah. I get you.
Super big difference. You can even sometimes you can even see it in your arm. If you push that thumb in, you can see one of those muscles activating in your wrist.
Yeah.
Super, super, super important. That way of holding the fist. Never this.
Yeah.
Always here. You don't
Really?
want you don't want anything going past those finger knuckles. Because otherwise now
Yeah.
if you don't get the knuckles on perfectly, you'll fuck up your thumb every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't
So
have very,
is
very
that
box flow.
have I got the only problem with me is like I've got a very like I've got my right hand's like missing my knuckle, almost is sunken in really badly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm at risk of hitting my thumb because it's like protruding past my knuckle quite a bit.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I think you're a bit too back here. Let it go a bit more.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So see, you're using this small part here on the side of your thumb. That's
Oh,
what you're
okay.
using
Yeah.
to
Like
push. There you go. Yeah.
how am I looking?
Kind of like that. Yeah, that's it. So it's over the finger very slightly. There
Yeah.
you go. That's about it.
Yeah. Right.
Mm,
Okay.
awesome.
Can try
Yeah,
that for sure.
but I think the mitts are gonna do what they're supposed to do. As long as you're careful with those thumbs, make sure you don't bring them over so that you don't punch yourself on the thumb all the time.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you try them out already?
Yeah, literally for like 15 minutes yesterday, maybe
How
10
do you
minutes. I wouldn't say 15 minutes. Yeah, it felt all right. Like to
Yeah.
be honest with you, I was just trying to find my distance, like with the jab extending and trying to thing. And it's actually like you have to think a little bit, and get your feet positioning
Mm,
right, and you fall off, but like you're not on. Your distance changes, and yeah, it takes a bit of adjusting. But yeah, I literally played around like 10 minutes. That's it. Just had a little bit of time yesterday after work, so
awesome. Yeah, better than nothing, sure. Um,
yeah, that's it.
was there anything specific you wanted to do for the day? Any specific questions or topics?
No, nothing specific that comes to mind really. Um, yeah, nothing specific that comes to mind really. I mean, we did the bag work stuff last time, which was good.
Yep.
I don't know if whether you want to go, like I've got this and I've got the bag both free, so whatever you're
Yep.
thinking
We
is.
can definitely do some backward too. I was thinking
Hang
about.
on, sorry, bro. I've got a call coming through and it's muting you. 1 second. I'm back.
Yep. No worries. Um,
Sorry.
I think splitting might make sense. Do some back work
Mm-hmm.
for the second half of the call.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I want to give you a couple of feint two punch sequences that you can train. Yeah, we
Yeah,
always have
perfect.
those small sequences, right, with the jabs and with certain punches that we're throwing. And I want you to
Yeah.
get a bit into feints too. I want you to get super
Mm-hmm.
comfortable with feinting and then attacking,
Yeah.
right? So just two sequences that I personally super love a lot. They just work very well for me. Basically, going two jabs, stepping forward with both feet. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Right? As you're walking towards your opponent, two jabs. 1, 2. With the third, as you would throw the third jab is basically a feint with that lead foot. As you feint,
Mm-hmm.
you get them to catch or you get them to focus on their center line. Right? They focus on the center line, and then from here straight, you're just gonna go around the side with a hook and like touch them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Go feint, touch, both with the lead foot. Two small steps. Feint, touch. Then you bring the rear
Mm-hmm.
for the cross. Boom, through the middle. All
Mm-hmm.
right? Jab, jab, feint, boom, boom. And you can
Mm-hmm.
also hear there's kind of a natural rhythm change, right? Boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's the first sequence I want you to do. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah. How's that camera? I'll just change the position of the garage a little bit so I don't know how it's looking.
Good. Very good.
It's all right? Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yeah, again. Good. One more time. Keep the weight back with that cross. Okay, go to the point after you just extended your second jab. Or after you just brought it back, to be honest. One. Go again. And the second one. Good. Now bring it back. The jab. Yep, bring the rear foot too, so you're in your normal stance again. That's it. So now you want to do feint, hook, cross, right? When you do those small steps with the left foot, the feint and the hook. Do the feint and the hook and then freeze. Now try and lift your left foot.
No chance.
Yeah, exactly, right? So weight came forward a bit. It's going to come forward slightly naturally because we widen the stance. But that's why we keep those small steps with the left foot tiny.
Yeah.
There you go. Stay back there.
Yeah.
And now bring that whole weight when you throw the cross. Now everything comes forward. So there's more bang in that cross. And also you're more stable and you won't shift forward too much, right? Boom. There you go. Always very important when you start your step with the left foot. You always got to make sure your weight stays back. If that weight comes forward with this first step, you're already fucked for when you want to bring the right one.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go. Feint, hook, cross. There you go. Don't exaggerate it. Just naturally keep the weight back a bit. There you go. Don't pivot the right foot up too much. Keep it low to the ground when it lands. There you go. Boom, boom, feint, hook, boom. There you go. Came up a bit too much again.
I forgot what I was doing.
Yep.
I have a problem with my foot always coming up. It's almost like natural.
Yeah, because you almost naturally, if you do that steps with the left foot and then bring the right foot, everything comes forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
So,
like.
Do
you have a question?
No, it's all right. I just thinking about what I was doing.
That was a bit better. If you freeze after the cross, you're going to realize that the weight is still very coming forward. That's it. Keep it in the right foot. You're always giving it away to the left foot if you bring the right foot, naturally, right? You want to keep it in the right foot as you bring it. Don't let the right foot push into the left foot weight, right? You keep it in the right foot as you step it forward and rotate. There you go. Good. And try not to come up when you throw the cross. Stay nice and small and tucked. Boom, boom. Feint, hook, and cross. Boom. There you go. That's it. Quick rest. Way better. We're going to do another round of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the tricky part with stepping and punching in general, right? Because you wait just one step forward and naturally we want to do big steps, but both of these things completely destroy your stance, right? You felt it yourself. As that weight is forward, there's no power in the cross anymore. You're too close to your opponent and you won. So those steps needs to be tiny when we drill them.
Yeah.
Why? Because then we get into the habit of using small steps to get from A to B. I can still be quick with my footwork, right? Imagine you're doing small steps like crab from here to the car. You're going to be pretty quick. Right? Try it out. Small, quick steps from here to the car. Just pop, 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 pop. Quick, very quick. That's it. And backwards. Right? You're fairly quick with that and you're like you're moving smooth. If you take one big step to the car, you have only one possibility to adjust. Right?
Yeah.
The time in between, you're completely helpless.
Yeah.
Here, you can just stop at some point and then slip roll, for example, because you still get
Yeah.
the construct of your stance alive.
Mm.
One more thing I want you to think out through this is something I've generally been seeing with you. More hip hinge, less knee.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Oh, okay. Yep.
Because
Yep.
you do it exactly the other way around. It's like less hip hinge, more knee bend.
Ah, okay. Yep.
How this looks when I'm boxing. And then I can
Mm.
feel it too. It puts a lot of stress in my quads. If I go way more relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Your indication is knees are right over the ankles. We never want the knee to come over the toe or something. Right over the ankle. There you go. And your butt is like in the position of like, imagine you've got a drawer behind you and like closing it with your butt.
Yeah.
Are you coming up on the heels a bit?
Yeah, I'm coming off my toes a bit.
Okay, then you need to very slightly bow forward in your body. Right? We're basically folding the body. We're pushing the hip back.
Yep.
So the upper body needs to very slightly come over. There you go. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels good. Feels all right.
Awesome.
I can live with that.
Good. Let's go. You look more stable too.
It's a habit of suddenly wanting to drop to hinge. So like what's a good default thing to think about? Just drop the knee. Just drop the knee like one level, like just once.
I
Hang on,
wouldn't
sorry,
even.
bro. Gotta
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
I wouldn't even
Yeah.
think about dropping the knees too much. If you think about dropping the
Yeah.
hip the way you're supposed to be, your knees will naturally want to go in like a very slight bend.
Okay.
That's the only bend you really need. Everything past this is squatting and it's telling your legs that you need a lot of blood in them to like hold your weight, right?
Yeah.
And that's
Yep.
where the burning comes in. Close the draw, keep the hips back. Go perfect side position for me, please, so that I can really judge the angle of your. There you go, for hip. Okay, come perfectly straight for a second. The legs are in the hip. Everything is straight, but your feet are still in position. There you go, completely straight. Keep it straight for a sec. Good. Now, see or acknowledge how your knees naturally and your shins are perfectly straight, so they lined up perfectly with your ankle, right? Your knee is perfectly lined up with your ankle. That's just what allows you to stand ergonomically and not have your legs burning just because you're standing. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to push the hips back so that those knees don't come forward over the toes. There you go. And the upper body, therefore, has to be in a slight bow. And that is what gets us off the center line, right? And here you should feel how the legs are not burning at all. They should feel super comfortable there.
Yeah.
There you go. This is your stance. Not when you push the hips forward more. Do that, please, for me.
Like.
Yeah, that's where you usually are.
Yeah.
Feel the difference?
Yeah.
There you go. Awesome. One more round. Let's go. Facing me, please. I think that's good. Makes sense. And shoulder to chin with that jab every time. And hook, hook. There you go. Again. Beautiful. One more time. And hook, cross. Beautiful. Okay, rest. Let's do the second one. And then we'll go to the back. So, lots and lots and lots of time, if you've got an active jab, which I want you to have and you're starting to develop it. If you're doing a lot with your lead hand, a lot of jabs, a lot of touching, probing, at some point, your opponent is going to have some kind of reaction to that, right? It's different for everyone, but we don't care. We just want some kind of the reaction. Sometimes the reaction is, if your lead hand extends, they want to jab too. Sometimes their reaction is to take a step back. Sometimes they're leaning back, but it doesn't matter. In any way, they are altering their stance and guard, which should give us some advantage, because they're not in their perfect default position anymore. Okay? So what we're gonna do now, instead of just feinting a hard jab, so what we did before is we established a threat with 2 jabs stepping forward, and we established a rhythm, and then we feinted that threat and broke the rhythm. Okay, that's what we did with the sequence before. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw their lead hand out, their hand out by being with our weight back and just touching like this. Okay, so the rear shoulder is over that foot. You're basically just probing them, right? So you're really nice and far away, get the feet nice and close while you're probing, measuring your distance. Okay, and then from this point on here, we're gonna go feint, right? Not a hard feint like you're feinting a jab, but you're using that same rhythm here. You're just going, boom. So that for a split second, I almost want to give him a high five. And before he can touch my hand, I'm going to take that away and throw across to the body. Or what works really well is take it away and throw a jab to the body. Right? Which punch works better for you at sparring?
I always do the jab to the body. I never throw a cross to the body. I don't know whether that means I should try practice the cross, or should I just keep doing what I'm comfortable with?
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah, I
that's
usually do the jab to the body. Yeah.
Do you use that feint sometimes?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Awesome. Let's just do a couple rounds of that then.
Yeah.
High five feint and then jab to the body. And with the jab to the body, I want you to take a small step with that left foot and then bring it back again.
Yep.
Right?
Sorry.
Touch, touch, touch. High five feint, jab to the body with a step. And then bring that step right out. There you go again. Touch, touch, high five feint. And down. There you go. One more time. Make sure your weight distribution is good. Doesn't mean the right knee needs to come bent too much, right? Weight distribution.
Yeah, that's what it.
Upper body too, and in the position of your feet. If you bring that right foot more under you for a split second. And now bring that left foot forward, but don't let the weight come with it. Now your weight is back. Right? So it's also about the positioning of your feet.
Yeah.
Feint.
Yeah. Step.
Yep. Good. As soon as that left foot lands in front of you, you push back out of it again. Boom, and back out. There you go. Good. Touch, touch, touch. Boom. Beautiful. One more time. Good, bit more believable with that feint, if that makes sense. Sell it a bit more. There you go. One more time. Good. Okay, rest. Nice. Those 2 sequences I want you to train. Okay. On the back, shadow boxing, sparring. Yeah, that's a good one. Love that combination. Almost lands every time I throw it. Especially if you get them reacting to your jab, right? If in the first round you come out, not even with a hard jab that lands, but just with a jab that has some authority, right? A quick jab right on the guard or right on the body, and be quick with it so they need to react. They're like, shit, this jab is quick, right? And then all of a sudden you go not 2 quick jabs, but just 2 jabs to establish a rhythm. Boom, boom, feint, or boom. Lands so well. And the rhythm change does all the work for you too. Feint, boom, there you go. And that left hook after that feint is literally just a touch. You're literally just touching his face because you're reminding him about his flank. And then he's like, fuck my flank. And then he closes the flank, and that's when he opens up the center. And then across back to the center. Boom. right? There you go. Yep, good. Okay, questions about those two?
No, but I just realized my hip hinge and shape and everything obviously is a bit wonky. So
Yeah, I mean, as you're walking and punching, it's always going to be harder to keep stance and shape. The same way it is when you don't move, right? But it should
yeah.
still be like this construct should still be alive as much as possible.
No, it's good. Yeah,
Okay.
apart from that, yeah, good.
Awesome. Let's go on the back then.
Yeah.
Do some back work. I find it super interesting that those gloves just don't have a weight.
Yeah, there's nothing written on them. Just says they had. I think honestly, they're like boxing exercise gloves.
Oh yeah, like for fitness boxing.
Yeah, exactly. Fitness boxing, that's the one.
Doesn't matter. The only thing we want to do is make sure we don't cut our knuckles and that they're light. That's pretty much all.
Yeah. Well, that's it. They're just super. Sorry, I got some clothes here. I gotta move.
Yeah, don't worry. You're used to it from me, huh? Close in the
Yeah,
background.
yeah, that's it.
In a couple of
Hopefully
weeks,
that's enough
it's hopefully
space.
the beach in the background, man.
Yeah, man, we're good.
Hopefully.
All right, I don't know how the camera's looking for you. Maybe this side might be a little bit better.
Yep. Yes, that's
How's that?
it's okay.
Good enough? Cool.
We'll make that work, man. Yeah. Okay. First one, I just let you do some freestyle. How you would work on the back if I wouldn't be watching. And then
Okay.
then I'll take out a couple of notes, couple of things I can notice, and we'll work on
Yeah.
that. Okay. Okay, rest. All right. Three big things like foundationally that we definitely need to fix. First thing, if you throw your right hand across, your number one focus, and that's why we've got these back mitts too, is you need to land on the knuckle. You're landing it almost like this sometimes, right? Especially when you throw like a 1-2 left hook to the body or something. Then that one, the one is okay. The two is just like this. And then the left hook to the body. Your cross is your hardest punch, right? Then it always needs to be on the knuckles, even if you don't throw it hard, right? So that's one thing. Always land on the knuckles. That's what these gloves should be for. So if you're able to still throw your punches like this without any consequence in your hands, then they're still padded a bit too much. But
yeah,
I mean, they're still doing what they're supposed to do, right? They're lighter, they help you with relaxation. So that's the first thing knuckles always on. With every single punch, you need to feel this. Nowhere else. Everything you throw, okay? Super important.
Yeah.
There you go. then what you definitely still have to work on a bit more, like you say yourself, is the distance. It's like sometimes you're too close, sometimes you're
Yeah.
too far away,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, definitely.
You
Yeah.
can feel when you're too close, it feels like you need to be straighter with your cross and you can't let it go all the way. It's like here. Remember where the cross is in shadow boxing though? It's there,
Yeah.
right? Do that in front of the back. Throw, like just technique wise, a proper cross, the way it's supposed to be extended and rotated. There you go, right? So this is your distance. And that needs to be the distance every time and right on the knuckle. So there's a slight kink in the wrist. Boom, there you go. Can you feel it pushing through the padding a bit? You can feel your knuckle a bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Good.
It's
Yeah.
a little bit of a soft part of the bag here, but yeah, I do. I feel it. I feel it enough anyway.
Good. That's the most important thing. Yeah, so you want to make sure you don't smother your punches because you're too close to the bag, right? And that brings to the third thing. Very, very often, you're way too close to the bag. What do I mean by way too close to the bag? You need to imagine, or you need to remember that the bag is your opponent's body. They still have arms, right? Now look at the bag and imagine them still having arms, and look at how close you are right now. You're in close range, right? But it doesn't feel like close range because you can still loop some punches around and stuff like that, right? So that's the hard part about the bag. You need to have a good understanding about the distance, right? When are you in long range? When are you in mid range? When are you in close range?
Yeah.
And as you're punching, you end up with your forehead almost on the back, like you're just a couple of inches away, right? Imagine that would be your opponent. That's way too close. Their guard is up and your forehead is on their guard, right? So you always want to at least have like a the lower part of your arm is one distance at least, right? At least when you're like this in a 90-degree angle in your arm, that's at least the distance. So you can take a bit of a step further forwards, like close. There you go. This is mid to close range already, right? You don't, and look at how far your head is still away from the back. Okay, so never get that forehead almost touching the back. It's a very bad sign for weight distribution and bad.
Is there a time? Is there a time for head in as well, or not really?
100%. Close inside fighting, there's a lot of head control and frames, right? But I think that would be maybe a step ahead.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Comes to back.
So, So, distance, mid range this here, long range here.
Yep.
And that's it. Keep that.
Yep. Keep that. Yep. Don't think too much about range yet. And knuckles on. Those two things: distance and knuckles on. Really think a lot about your distance and a lot about your knuckles.
Yeah. I might end up pulling this bag up a little bit because it's very soft at the top here. It's a bit harder here. I don't know if that's better, but yeah, it's sort of like cushiony here to punch.
Yeah, I think it's meant to be hanging a bit higher too. But
yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's do that around.
Yeah.
Distance and knuckles. Same thing. Freestyle, lots of jabs. And take your time. Don't need lots of speed and power right now. We want technique and execution. There you go. That's where the power comes from. If you do that all day, at some point your cross will feel like a fucking shotgun, even though you're not doing anything. That's better long range, right? At the end of the punches, that's where you want to get them. Boom. There you go. Boom. Good. Different jabs. Good. Good. And I moved around the back a bit. Tiny steps in the feet, adjusting your distance if the back is swinging too much. Right? Super tiny. There you go. Good. Relax with the jab. Twist them out. Don't push them out. Twist. That's it. Always on the knuckle. There you go. Good. Keep your hips hinged. Knees only a slight bend. There you go. Don't telegraph the jab, straight from the face. Oh, that's it. Always straight from there. Bit too close here for your jab. You see how you have to push through the back a bit with the jab?
Mm.
That's your.
I lose that sometimes. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Sometimes halfway through, I creep and I don't realize the definitely starts pushing,
Yeah,
and it's almost like I can't get the extension anymore.
exactly that. Exactly that. And that's also it. Also makes you tired, and it makes the relaxation harder.
Yeah.
Right. Let me see if I can show you on the back here. By the way, these are the back mitts we use sometimes. Super old school. Like 8 ounce.
Nice. They look good.
They're basically like normal boxing gloves, but just way smaller
Yeah.
in general. Like they're as big as my hand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see that. Looks nice though, like little old school. They look
Yeah,
very
they
old school,
are.
very weathered.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
We've got lots of those, man. That's the cool shit. If you have like an old school coach, you have all this old school gear that you can't buy anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
You want to see his gloves? You're gonna laugh your ass off. These are
Let's have a
our
look.
coach's gloves,
Holy shit.
bro. There's nothing in them. It's literally, it's like
It's
styrofoam.
pressed through. At least
It's like
he's worn them in nicely.
this
Yeah,
thick, bro.
nice. How old is he?
Our coach, I think he's 59, 60 now soon.
Yeah, right, nice.
Mhm.
Yeah. So older coach, nice, got a big array of gear, old school, new school. It's good.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, so when you're out of range, right, when you can't
Mhm.
hit back, then you know, all right, to hit now, I need to step forward, right?
Uh-huh.
You're not gonna step forward with only your lead foot if you just want to creep in range quickly and then you can step back out, right? Just to
Mhm.
get the range for the jab,
Mhm.
right? And you want it to have this whipping effect. You don't want this where you push through,
Yeah.
right? You want to get it right
Yep.
at the end of the jab. And get on the end. Or I step in both feet. Now I'm in range. Now I can throw both punches, but still I want to hit the back end of my punch. Not here already.
Uh-huh.
Here.
Uh-huh.
That's where I want to hit it.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah.
So when you're jabbing and you're here, then you're burning a lot of energy because you're pushing the weight of the bag, right?
Yeah.
So when you're jabbing, you need to think you're completely relaxed. There's no effort. Don't look for a hard impact either. It can just be a touch. See how the back is almost not moving? Touch. Touch. It's like I'm flicking only my fingers, right? Oh, and up. Oh. Then you can put in some power, right? And then touch, touch. Now follow the back with small steps, yeah? Oh. Like playing with the bag. It's not every punch needs to have power, right? Touch,
Yeah.
touch, touch, feint, oh. Oh. See what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I get you. You're varying like your power, your speed, like it's just a lot more yeah, varied. It's good.
You know what I mean?
Sorry?
Natural. Like it needs to feel
Yeah,
very
for sure.
natural.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yep. That's how you want to think about it. Let's do
No,
another
that
round.
looks good.
Try and emulate that. That's it. All the way through. Get the shoulder to the chin. Otherwise, you're too close if you can't.
Yeah.
That's it. Good. Keep the technique clean. Good. Around the axis. Hip hinge. There you go. Good. Right? The jab is not for power. Don't look for power, look for speed. The jabbers. There you go. Knuckles on. Which I'm struggling with for the jab too, to be honest.
Sorry?
I struggle with that on the jab too, getting the knuckles on it.
It's knuckle. Yeah, especially when I try to retract it for another one, like
Yeah.
a double jab.
Yeah. Now for me, it's those lighter jabs. If I just touch the bag, I want to touch them with like my fingers because it allows me more control over how much I put in the
Yeah.
jab.
Yeah.
Right? There you go. Control the back swing with a punch when it comes back. There, come back and then bomb. Good. Right? There you go. Super effortless jabs. Touch, touch. There you go. That cross was clean. Good. That's way better. Don't have your jab too short. Long jab. There you go. That's it. Long. Good. And bring it straight back. Okay, rest. Way better already. Way better. Just a lot of that, bro. A lot of back work. It's gonna get super comfortable with that. Obviously, you want to make sure though when you do a lot of back work, you don't do too much where you could get into bad habits. Do you know what I mean? So like,
yeah, for sure.
Send me a video or something or post something in the community, just making sure you get some feedback when you do it. So your body doesn't tell you, hey, that feels good. And then after like a couple of weeks or something, once we're back on the bag, I'm like, damn, you've got a bad habit now.
Yeah.
Want that, right? But yeah, way better.
I'll try to record mine. Yeah, for sure. My bag was.
How does it feel?
Yeah, definitely good. It's good to have some direction, like you said, like use the jab, bring it in some power, but just use the jab to control a bit of speed. It's not always a hard jab every time because sometimes everything's at the same pace and power, and it's just like it's not very sensical. Like I'm just throwing hands, but it makes a lot more sense when you pace the jab, some touches, control the bag a little bit. Yeah, like you said, play around with it and make it natural.
Absolutely. Yeah, at the end of the day, at some point, have you heard the saying they say in boxing, we train how we fight? And we fight.
Yeah.
Right? So everything you do in your training is going to happen if you're sparring at some point, right? So, or if you're in a fight or whatever, right, in a competition. So basically what we need to make sure is that when we train, it's automatically as close as possible to that situation, right? How do you make back work realistic? How do you make shadowboxing realistic? Firstly, obviously, you've got to build foundation, right? Like we did in our first 2 to 3 months together, rotation, shape, weight distribution, all of these things, so that you have them in place. And then you start putting things together. That's what we've been doing the last 4 to 6 weeks. Putting footwork with punches, with defense, with feints while we're moving, which obviously, naturally, makes everything we did before way harder. Right? Shape is now harder to keep, stance, weight distribution, all these things. But they still need to be the focus while we work on this. Right? So whenever you go on the back, think about throwing a lot of jabs. That's definitely one. 70% of what you throw is jabs. And they can literally just be touch. Right? And your distance, those two things are the most important. Like you get those extensions with the punches, and then you've got the distance right. Okay.
Yeah, I can do.
Questions?
No, that's good. Like every time I have a call with you, I'm like, oh, Kill, I've got like this great thing. I'll just use this, and then the next time I'm like, oh shit, nah, forget about that. This is great. I was going to use this. So I'm sure I don't have any questions right now, but I'm sure next set one-on-one, I'm going to be like, oh fuck, this is great. Like, what was I thinking last time? But yeah, I guess that's part of the process. But yeah, I'll definitely do what you said. I'll try to get a couple of sessions in, record the bag work, and try to be a bit more natural with it. I think now just doing it off the bat just like that was a bit. I'm just not feeling comfortable with the footwork, but I'm sure I'll drill it a little bit and I'll feel better. But any questions, I'll shoot you a text, bro, and I'll let you know.
Yep.
But it's been great. Yeah, I'm glad I got the bag. Yeah, and another thing, like the bag is like 5 foot and it's hanging there. You reckon I just pick it up a little bit higher?
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%.
Yeah, okay.
If you can get it
So like
up,
there or
yeah, I'd say even where the black strap starts,
yeah,
like
here?
higher up. Yeah, if you can move like the
Oh,
first
there.
ring to where the black strap is. Yeah, so you get
Oh
it
yeah, I can do that. Yeah, yeah.
this much
Okay.
amount.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think
Yeah,
that
I
should
can do
be
that.
perfect.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I can. Yeah, it's very low. Yeah. All right, I can do that.
And should
Probably do that
also
now.
take away a bit from that extreme swing from the back, right? At the start, as a beginner,
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
easier to have a very heavy back that doesn't swing, but it also could get you into
Yep.
bad hits, right? So it's always give and take.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Awesome. Keep it up then. Shoot me a message if something comes up. Great work.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we'll
for
keep
sure.
that for today.
Yeah, done. Sounds good, bro. Thank you.
See you around.
Have a
Bye,
good
bro.
weekend. See you,
Cheers.
bro. Take care.